You're listening to The Monks. You're here with The Monks. I'm Josh.
I'm Heather, and it's the holidays.
It is the holidays. We're deep in the midst of the holidays. We've had Turkey Day. We didn't partake. Not a big fan of turkey. A little dry. If you need gravy, it ain't a good meat. But, here we sit firmly in the midst of Hanukkah, about to roll into Christmas. Here comes Kwanzaa. Anything else that isn't on the list, by all means, put it in the comments. Love to learn new stuff. Especially if it's New Year's. Well, that's not. Is that a holiday, really?
Yeah.
It is a holiday. Yeah, it's a holiday.
It's a big holiday.
If it gets me out of work, it's a holiday. Duh.
It's everyone's wish day. Turning over a new leaf day.
I'm doing it. I love the holidays. I think I'm alone in that.
I think so too. At least in this house, except for my shirt.
I was about to say, you like the holidays.
This is my one and only Christmas shirt. It will probably forever be my only one and only.
Yeah. I love whenever you wear like your kind of plaid PJs around Christmas time, and then the dog has his plaid PJs. Mm-hmm. Never been more Caucasian than the three of us in our plaid PJs. Just two whites and a rescue pit bull. You can't get more dinkwad than that, baby.
Yeah.
And we're like, make them sit for photos, and then never really do anything with those photos. Those are just for us. We're not even like make it a card people.
No, and our dog notoriously hates taking photos. Yeah. He actually jumps at you. Yeah. He kind of growls and jumps.
Yeah. He's always been so weird about photos that we're like, did someone make him model?
Yeah, inappropriately on the dark web.
Come on. I hope not. I just thought maybe he just had a really pushy agent or something. He's like, I don't like it. I don't like it. As far as Thanksgiving goes, not my favorite holiday.
Really? It is my favorite holiday because it's the holiday we get 4 days off.
Thanksgiving? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Everything else is maybe it's on a Wednesday and you only get that one Wednesday off.
That's true.
Maybe it's on a Saturday and you get nothing off.
And those are the moments too, whenever you think about that, where you go, what if corporations or the people that ran them had some semblance of a brain? If a holiday falls on a Wednesday, you might as well call it till next Monday.
Right.
Right? Because otherwise you're just getting disgruntled, or you're getting people who are just coming in and talking for 6 straight hours about what they did on their holiday.
That's all they care about, that you are present.
That's how you know it's not prison, because you don't get to leave prison. Mm-hmm. And there's other things that happen that make it less prison-y. But it's something. Mm-hmm. So you love Thanksgiving.
I do, because I don't do anything.
Yeah, that's true. When you're not cooking and you're not eating that dry bird. I love the turkey. Good God, man. You just hear so many pitches on it. They're like, oh, no, you just haven't had it right. Have you had it deep fried? And then you got all those videos of people just catching themselves on fire. I go, it ain't worth it for turkey, guys. I've had brisket come off a smoker that made me weep. Nobody caught on fire.
Why is Thanksgiving not your favorite?
I don't like any of the food. And to me, I go, well, I could get together with my family other ways. I just always enjoyed Christmas more. It's I enjoy the food more. Mm-hmm. My family would do ham around Christmas. I just like ham more than turkey. I mean, it was that simple. It wasn't even always gift stuff. It was just, I like the Christmas cookies. Well, you have a much bigger family. Your extended family is much, much larger. The first time I went to your Thanksgiving, I was like, there's a lot of people. It's a very, it's some families, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. It's you come from a small family. It was just me and mine, for the most part, and then my grandparents. And that was basically it. Didn't have a lot of connection to my uncles. Sometimes they'd be around for holiday, but they weren't it wasn't as,
holiday.
And even with that, it wasn't that big. We're probably talking 25, 30 people at a thing. At max. That's if every cousin showed up, everybody made it in. It's maybe 30 people. You could fit us in a living room if you had to. Like I said, I'm sure people can relate to this because it's you come from that. You're on the small side. Anywhere from 4 to 30, I'd say, is small. And then you get involved in a relationship with somebody who's one of these 200, minimum 200. You know what I mean?
But we haven't done that since COVID.
That's true.
Yeah, since COVID, we kind of split up.
And
we split it, went our separate ways.
As I get older, and also your grandmother was the matriarch of your family, and when she passed, it was that too, I think, played into. I would love.
Well, Thanksgiving and Easter were our two big, huge whole family events. Yeah. So it would be my grandma and then my grandma's sisters and my grandma's sisters' families. So it was a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really fun. And
your grandma had how many sisters?
There were 7 of them total, 1 boy and 6 girls, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then your mom is one of five.
And
that's just one branch on that tree. You know what I mean? It's like, bah, 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 bah. As I get older, I go, I would love for them to do it again, because I do. I always admired it as somebody from a smaller one. I was like, oh, they really get everybody together. They have a lot of connection. People are in from Michigan. You know what I mean? Like, it's a thing. I hope they do it again.
I do too. And I hope we do our old Thanksgiving and Easter traditions of piñata.
It was always odd to me you guys would break out a piñata.
Yeah.
I go, okay. All right. I mean, but I guess kids, if you tell them they're smashing a thing and candy's inside, they're like, I don't care if that tracks to Thanksgiving or not. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Christmas stuff. Our family didn't really have like a set tradition other than like we're together, you know, just my family. I just remember fondly cookies.
Love cookies. Love Christmas cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Your dad made such good Christmas cookies. Yeah. And then your mom sent us some last year. And
I know. And that was awesome because I just happened to mention it to you. I was like, oh, man, I haven't had like Christmas cookies. And then she just sent like one of those popcorn tins full of cookies. If you were our age, if you're like in the 35 to 45 range, just every store just having the caramel, the butter, the cheese.
Do they not do those anymore?
I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't eat them anymore, so I've now got blinders up to it. But my God, as a kid, I'd just be like,
yeah, it's the most stale, disgusting popcorn. You're like,
oh man, making Chicago style. Didn't even know what it was yet. Already just cheddar caramel. Kids in Chicago just eat popcorn. They don't.
And then it just becomes like a fabric holder for the rest of the year. Where you're like, what is in here?
Thing held baseball cards. My mom's probably got a bunch of craft stuff in them. We're not throwing that out. That's a nice 10 bucket. That's going to be a wastebasket. That's a wastebasket. Don't let that go to waste. Pop a Piggly Wiggly bag in it, and now it's a trash can. And bring it down the sides. They don't got to know that it's a Christmas thing. That's a nice can you got there. $5.
They said Mariah Carey makes $3 million a year off of Christmas, like her Christmas songs.
Brilliant. I heard her song on in the store, and I thought, it's like instantly I thought of the business manager that made the pitch to her. Because I just always assume the artists are like, I could take it or leave it as far as making a Christmas tune in real time. But somebody in your camp just going like, but if it hits, if it is a classic, if we get it in the right movie and in the right stuff, and it becomes part of people's nostalgia, $3 million a year. For doing nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't live without it.
Yeah.
I have to have it.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, you hear a lot of people, especially around like Christmas time and stuff, where they go, the commercialization of Christmas. I go, yeah, dude, that's the point. It's a commercial holiday. The whole thing. I went to the store tonight and I was like, yeah, I better hear Christmas tunes. I better hear holiday songs of all sorts. I want to hear this stuff.
Yeah.
That's the point. It's how we trudge on.
What holiday is not commercialized? I think every holiday is commercialized, right?
Yeah. When they talk about like Christmas being commercialized, I go, what do you want it to be? Like, we're supposed to know the history of what, St. Nicholas? Nobody knows that.
I don't want an orange.
Yeah. Is that it? See, I have no idea the reference. Did he throw oranges at people?
No, I thought people would get oranges in their stockings.
Is that why we get oranges?
I don't know.
I thought that was just because we were poor. I'd get an apple and an orange because I always thought, oh, this is a real filler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My stocking would always look, oh, it's just going to, and it'd be sunk to fruits.
I think it was a filler.
It was, right?
I didn't get an orange.
And you lived in Florida.
That's true.
They were everywhere. They could have threw a couple oranges in there for nothing. Yeah, okay, it was a filler. Also, like the stocking is where like the necessity gifts would go. Like I'm like, oh, underwear. There'd be some of those.
Would you open them first? Would you go, got to get this out of the way?
You got to get stocking out of the way because your best case scenario stocking is you're going to get like a Reese's peanut butter cup or something. And then my absolute go-to is those cherries that are chocolate covered that have like the goo in them. Oh boy, I'd body those.
You love this.
Oh, I'd body.
I'd have all sorts of candy, all sorts of. That's where like any jewelry would go.
I'm like, yeah. Hey, did anybody see my orange? Did my orange roll away? What she got? Tiffany earrings? My orange got loose.
Like probably Claire's, like.
That's hysterical, though. Aspen cologne. Boy, you can't give a sixth grader Aspen cologne.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Europe.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. I'd come out of the shower.
You didn't feel like it smelled too much? Like on yourself, you were like,
No, I was like, let that go. That's man right there. That's a man coming through. You know where I've been. You know where I'm going.
The shower?
Yeah, everywhere. If the wind shifted, you knew. You were like, oh, Aspen. Oh, God. Why?
It's not for your armpits.
I'm doing it everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, I do remember Aspen.
My family, my mom's side of the family, we did our Christmas on Christmas Eve every year.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What a great tradition that you go, I get a day, because that's the hardest part of Christmas Eve, is settling in. We got one gift.
Oh, okay.
And it was always like, welcome
pajamas.
to church.
Yeah.
Pajamas. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Pajamas, something like that. You know, it ain't going to be, if you have a stunner, my household, that you didn't always have a stunner, but if you had one, you knew it wasn't coming Christmas Eve. But for you to get a whole family's worth of gifts, you know, you might have something really good. You know, it can easily hold you over till morning.
It was just my mom's family, like her sisters, my cousins, my grandparents.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, you know, now all everybody has kids, you know, so it was at someone's house.
Your family gathering is like when you like a business or a restaurant and then it starts to franchise. You're like, we're getting too big too fast, maybe.
It's when we all go, you sold out to bands, you know, when they get...
Yeah, you're like, you used to play intimate venues and now it's like, I can't even hear what's happening.
Yeah. But it used to be at someone's house. We would do Italian food. We would usually do Olive Garden, like, get Olive Garden to come.
And this is before Olive Garden was an absolute joke. That's the other thing. Like another thing that grew too big. You know, this is like when you're like, no, this is great. Why wouldn't I want breadsticks and Alfredo sauce?
Yeah. So we do take out Olive Garden and then just a nice Christmas at someone's house, Christmas Eve. And then it got, you know, my family got bigger and we started doing it at like a community room?
Like a clubhouse.
Like a clubhouse for where one of my aunts lived.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like a child's clubhouse. Yeah. They're not like, you know, no girls allowed and they pull a rope ladder up.
A community clubhouse.
Yeah.
And then it felt real fluorescent lighty and
it did
employee
feel a little
relations.
Corporate party. You know, it's like we got a lot of linoleum. We got a lot of like high key lighting. Christmas is a vibe lighting setting.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, let's turn these down. Let's get the tree pop. I mean, that's what the tree's for. Let's get the tree going. Let's get the, you know, the accoutrement. But when they talk about the commercialization of Christmas, I go, you're welcome. That's the best thing that ever happened to Christmas. Was turning into a giant commercial for all of us. You know why? Because commercials, when done right, make you feel good. Doesn't mean their purpose and their end result are good, but they make you feel. That's the whole. They're to elicit emotion quickly. This is a baked in. Well, I mean, at this point, what, a 60-day, you know, extravaganza. I mean, basically, the second anybody even starts to say organically in conversation, like, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving?" We got Christmas. It's already setting up. You know, it's already starting to get in there. It's like Thanksgiving will have its time, but we're going to be like ready to hit play on this. Let's get Mariah going. Let's get some tinsel up. You know, all that kind of stuff. I love it. I actually do love it. One thing, San Francisco's freezing right now. But there is something about popping on a coat, and when you see the Christmassy stuff, you do feel like, all right, I'm really in Christmas time.
Everybody has their Christmas trees in their bay window.
Oh,
it's so cool. So you're walking down the street, and you're looking at everyone's in their window.
I love it.
It's a really fun vibe.
People here, they do leave their blinds drawn. You know, it's like getting to see little terrariums of life. Like, you're just like, oh, that's cool. I mean, it's framed nicely. You know, people here do have awesome lighting. You know, it's not a bunch of strong overhead light. It's like, no, I think if you know San Francisco, baby, these people aren't doing a lot of overhead lighting. I think they're notorious for like, let's set a mood around here like we've been somewhere. Like we want to look good under it. So the commercialization of Christmas, love it. 100% love it. And I think if you think about it for a moment, you do too. Because if you have any traditions in your family, odds are they stem from a movie, a TV show, a commercial, something that told us like, this is Christmas time.
My family has a tradition we got from TV. My mom and her sisters are all, or at least when I was young, they were big Days of Our Lives heads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so my family does on Days of Our Lives, they have a big Christmas tree and everybody hangs their ornament on Christmas Eve on that episode.
Yeah.
And so on my family, we also have an ornament with our names on it and we hang it on Days of Our Lives. It's a stunning, huge, beautiful tree and each ornament is just different and crafted and hand painted. And ours is like a gold thing with it just kind of like sticks out like this and you just hang.
It's like a Charlie Brown tree sat on a table.
It's just like, and then it's just like just like kind of wrote your name on it and tossed it on the
glitter
thing.
Paint. And we know we're pretty not important in your family. We're one of the scraps coming in at the end. You're not anywhere up top. You're one of the low danglers. You know what I mean? You're just above children, like literal children. That's where the pecking order. Because when you have people in your family that live to be 103 years old, you can be 35 years old and you're barely above a 12-year-old.
I've always been at the kids' table. Yeah. I'm forever at the kids' table.
Yeah, you can't live long enough.
One year, instead of having Olive Garden cater, we had some.
Cater is strong, but yes.
Olive Garden takeout.
Goes, you coming to pick it up. We're not catering. Hey, you guys see this Olive Garden catering? No, because it doesn't exist. We went and picked it up.
We said, when you come here, you're our family. We had a guy who just came and made mini pizzas, and he kept making
dressed as Elvis. Don't forget. Inexplicably dressed as Elvis.
I did forget.
So his gig is night before Christmas, nowhere to be, gonna make you basically frozen pizzas. Yeah. And he's gonna do it dressed as Elvis.
Yeah.
It feels like we approached an Elvis guy on Tough Times and we're like, you think you could pop a Tostinos in an oven? And he said yes.
I love anytime there's something like that in my family. Like they bring something, some kind of person that's doing something, and they come to my dad. It gets to my dad, and he just goes, no.
No participation.
I won't do it.
Because he was coming around, spinning the pies, right?
I think
trying
he
to
wanted
get a little finger. Like all you need is a finger out. That's all he's looking for. It's like watching, like when an NBA guy gives the ball to the kid. He's like, I just need your finger, and your dad was just like, next. Pass. No, enough. I don't know why. Did Elvis even do any Christmas movies? Is he notorious for a Christmas movie even? And he was not even like Christmas Elvis. He was absolutely like Viva Las Vegas Elvis. Mm-hmm. He's in the jumpsuit.
For some reason, I remember him not as Elvis, but
he definitely was Elvis.
But as wearing like, big chef pants, like poofed out chef pants. Was that a different time? Yeah, is that a different part?
Is my mind so broken that this man was not dressed as Elvis?
I don't remember.
I'm being serious.
Because I thought he was dressed as a chef.
Well, he had a chef hat. Was this guy like an Elvis impersonator who always kind of looks Elvis-y? Is it a mixture?
And then dressed as a chef?
And then dressed as a chef, maybe?
That might... You know what? That sounds... because that does sound right.
Okay.
Because the person in my family that hired him does know a lot of Elvis impersonators. So I do.
So, all right, at least then, this was a deeply Elvis-looking person.
Correct.
Like, I'm not off base. Like, because I was like, what is this? A stroke? Like, why would I just concoct this entire Elvis thing? I just remember
him wearing, like, chef pants. Like, those ones that
and you're sure they weren't
like
flared bottom
pants, like, like they have the weird hip out.
And you're sure these weren't flared bottom, onesie white?
I'm not.
Did he do a wardrobe change?
I'm not sure.
Because that'd be Elvis-y, to kind of be like, I'm chefing, but then I'm going to go hardcore Elvis in a sec. Because I feel like those guys, they can't not do full Elvis at one point.
Your mom sent us a Christmas gift.
Woo!
That's like top-notch Christmas gift. Yeah. Best gift of the year.
Yeah.
It's a Creami Ninja.
Make your own ice cream.
Make your own ice cream. First of all, it is extremely loud. Like you have to go like 4 rooms away and shut every door in between. It's
you have to put on like the I do luggage at the airport, but it's worth it.
It's like jackhammer.
Yeah.
We made a pineapple and Greek honey and vanilla yogurt.
Yep.
Holy cow. It was good. Just like a Dole Whip.
Oh, it's fantastic. Smooth, too. That's the thing. Yeah. I will say this thing does make it so nice. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty jazzed on it. I mean, I got right now about 6 pints in the freezer. I am making this crap left, right, and center. It's a healthy treat. Yeah, I'm going to eat it too much. I'm going to take it to a level that is not healthy.
I'm going to have a real stomachache.
Yeah. No, that is great. But it is a noisy thing. Mm-hmm. To the point that at first you go, is this right? This can't be right. Is this normal? Because I remember whenever I got it, because it's Greek yogurt and it's berries, I thought, I might whip this up in the morning. Mm-hmm. Have a little, it's not bad for you, but it feels like a treat. And I said, my God, I can't do that. Like, you're still
wake
asleep.
The dead.
Yeah, it's like, and our neighbors, and I was like, okay, got to do this during prime time. That is the gift of the year so far.
so far.
We'll see where we land.
We went to something that I thought was going to be very festive this weekend.
Yeah.
I got us tickets to something called the Holiday Champagne Cabaret.
Yeah.
And on the poster, it had all these people dressed up in black and white, like they were about to do a play about a fun New Year's Eve party.
Yeah. Boy, howdy.
Then the day before, I saw something that said, like, and wear your ugly sweaters. And I thought, well, that doesn't really go with the theme of the poster. Like,
yeah.
I wanted to dress nice. It was a date night. I figured everyone was going to be dressed nice because we were getting champagne when we got there.
Hello.
We took a Waymo because it was in Chinatown.
Yeah.
So we thought
that was the right decision, even though I got crazy car sick on the way in.
You did get crazy car sick.
Robot. California rolled the thing. Had an absolute meltdown. I can own it.
Yeah.
Got car sick because you get in the thing, it's boiling hot because it's cold out. They got it set to 70 because it's a robot. It doesn't know anything. So I'm looking down at the screen. I'm trying to set the temperature. I'm trying to put the seatbelt on because it won't shut up about it. It's like, okay, it's fine. So I'm trying to put the seatbelt on and it keeps sucking me back to, it has no give to it. So yeah, I lash out at the car. I don't need to say what I said, but I lashed out at it. I wouldn't do it to a human driver, but I let him have it. And then I finally had to slip it behind myself. I said,
you never had been in a car with a seatbelt you can't get on? Just hold it. But hold it away from you.
Does anybody like when it does this? When you go, hey, I just want to move.
Yeah, but you hold it. You got to hold it out.
But it was already on me.
But you knew that it was from the second time you redid it, when you took it off and put it back on. No. You said this seatbelt's defunct.
No, I stand
hold
by
it out. Yeah, I could tell right away this isn't a good seatbelt. I'm going to hold it out.
It's like I'm a bow and arrow. I got to find the thing and hold it out, and then I got to get through it.
Volatile.
And then at this point, I'm already car sick.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm already car sick because this thing stops at every stop sign.
Start of our date night.
That's okay. And then I immediately bounced. I was like, hey, sorry. It wasn't a big thing.
No.
And Chinatown is bumping, man.
Oh, it was so busy. I was like, good call. I would not want to find parking.
You would have never found parking.
Yeah.
We would have had to park all the way back at my office and walk in. Mm-hmm. There's no way there would have been parking because it's Santacon.
Yeah, it was Santacon.
Santacon, baby. We had seen a little bit of rumblings of Santacon when we went out for some brunch earlier in the day. At night, it took it up a notch. Alive. Yeah. Everybody seemed to be pretty hammered drunk. They're everywhere. And it's that thing where we get dropped off and we're walking up to the venue and it is just incessant horn smashing.
Yeah, it was just I'm holding it for 5 minutes straight.
Where you're there's no way this is doing anything.
It's not helping.
It wouldn't matter what's going on.
We saw what the honking was all about because there was a guy out of his car kicking someone else's car.
Yep.
And that guy was like, can't catch me.
Yeah. and there's actually, that's the exact way you deal with it. Because there's some guys who are like, I would have jumped out of my car. I go, no, the way you do it, trust me. I want to tell you what's going to hurt somebody's heart and humiliate them. It's when they're running full grown out of their Tesla, full grown, and they're kicking your car and you go, can't catch me, and just do peace sign and pull away in your Prius, and they realize they've made a complete fool of themselves.
Mm-hmm. He had to turn down an alley just to get out of the embarrassment. He goes, I can't sit here in this traffic.
I know he didn't have to go down that alley, but traffic was so dense he couldn't live with it. He couldn't live with what had happened. The show, though, woo!
The show. First of all, the show started with no start.
Yes.
It started no dimming the lights to let everyone know to get in their seats. No drawing the curtains. No spotlight. No nothing. Just hello. Oh, now we're in the audience talking to you.
Yeah.
Immediately.
And we've been to shows in LA. We've been to tapings in LA and stuff. And sometimes they have what they call a warm up. The person who's going to come out and just kind of liven up the audience so that you're ready for the show. So you kind of have your energy high, you're clapping, you're laughing. It started with, normally when you go to the theater, when they get ready, like you said, they're going to hit the lights, dim them off and on, let you know, find your seat. Indicates to you, hey, we're starting. They'll usually go all the way dark for just a moment and then spotlight or come to, whatever. Something's happening.
Yep.
This is just people are on the mic. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's the warm-up thing. And very quickly you're like, nah, we're in it. This is it. Feels clunky. I'm like, okay, this is a little odd. And I remember the first thing that set me off, there's two hosts, there's a man and a woman. And they're on stage, and just a few rows ahead of us is the VIP section. And I remember you said, oh, yeah, it wasn't much more, but I didn't do it because it was so close to the stage. You just never know. You know, we don't like crowd participation. As much as we want to run our mouths on mics and stuff, we don't really want to be pulled up into your show.
Yeah.
Impromptu. I never like that. People are like, but you've done stand-up, you've done improv, you've done all this stuff. Yeah, that was like, I meant to do it. I didn't go somewhere and then got drug into it. You know, people always misconstrue that. They're like, oh, you don't want to jump up with the belly dancers? I'm like, no, because I don't belly dance. I will, because I don't want to be a jerk. But in this moment, this guy looks at this bald man in the front row, and he just licks his head. He reaches down, and he licks his head. And I looked at you without even thinking, and I said, this ain't for me. Not because I care that he licked his head, but I go, we're 10 seconds in and we've already licked a stranger's head. Where's this going? Where's this going as far as me getting licked? I don't like it.
Pretty high probability.
Because can I tell you what I was thinking before even that? As it started to fill, I thought, it's cold and flu season. Pretty tight. And then not 2 minutes later, a man is licking another man's head that he don't know. I go, you want to lick a guy's head that you know where he's been, you know what he's about. He's your guy. Lick him.
Several times throughout the night, I said, "Is it friends and families night?" So it could, maybe he did.
I
know
hope to God it was.
Maybe
I
he
really
did.
do, because it's the germs. I go, that's madness.
There was a walkout. There was a walkout of a Christmas show. 10 minutes in.
So
10 minutes into the show, there was a walkout. And a friend following, like, sorry. That guy was mad.
He was big mad. And I said, honestly, I get it.
They pretty quickly did the lick. Then they sprayed some Ready Whip at the audience. And I thought, I have a nice outfit on.
Right.
What's happening? I'm afraid this is going to get like more and more. And it did.
Yep.
More and more and more.
And then my jacket's ruined.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I go, look, I'm not trying to be a prude here. I'm saying Gallagher had the good sense to go, one, I'm not spitting stuff at you. I'm smashing it with a freaking sledgehammer. Two, when my sister went to Gallagher's show, she went with a poncho because they let it be known you're in the wet zone. Right? You're in the wet zone. If I'm in the wet zone, great. Provide a poncho. Now it's a different thing.
They didn't have any music that went with it that was good. They didn't have any lighting cue,
they didn't
nothing.
Cue anything.
It was just like, okay, so we're just watching this guy on bright stage.
The next part that I remember, so yeah, the guy does the aerial stuff and I go, yeah, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like I get it's really hard to do, but I agree with you that the show of it didn't support how
the show of it was terrible because there was no reason he came out to do this. It was not a show. There was no dialogue. There's no characters. It really made no sense. It wasn't cohesive.
It's basically clunky vignettes of things happening. And I do agree with you. I'm like, yes, what he's doing, super talented, but if you don't back him up with some thing.
Another turn. He had white jeans on. I mean, it's like put an outfit on.
Put an outfit on,
You're performing.
Absolutely. But then the host and the hostess, they're like, hey, we're gonna take this thing to the next level. And they have a banana each. And they start to do this bit where they take the banana and they each bite a piece of the banana. And at a distance, they spit the banana, and actually at first into one at a time from one mouth into the other's mouth. I don't love it. I don't find it. I don't love it. But
do you find it holiday play worthy?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay.
do. That is the one thing I go, yes.
That wasn't played, so that doesn't count. It wasn't
they
holiday.
Are bang, 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 just back and forth, then simultaneous. They're getting it going. Now, there are parts of it that are oddly impressive. They hit a rapid fire moment where she has two bananas, and they pretty much are just like like banana. But now the bananas, I'm keeping count. I'm like, that's 6 bananas in and out of different mouths. Like, you know what I mean? It's 8 bananas. It's 9 bananas. It's whatever's misting in the air. It's like we are deeply in the bananas. Then she puts him on the ground and spits the bananas, big old thing of bananas, into his mouth and vice versa. And I go, okay. All right. All right.
There was one time where I closed one eye and I could just see him.
Yep.
She was in my right eye, so I closed her off because she was the spitting at this point.
Yeah.
And he was just catching, and it was like boom, 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 boom. And if you just watched him catch, it was like, okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, that's what's happening.
Oh, my other
eye. But when they put each other on the ground and it's globs, I was like, I don't see the art. I can't unsee the art, but I don't see the art. And then I go, okay, can't get any worse than this. You know what I mean? Like, as far as like in this sequence, look at like, that's my move when something got me. That's my palm sweat move. Like, you got me. Okay. Mission accomplished. What a holiday sensation this is. And then they take a bite of the banana and they spit it into an audience member's mouth. Yes. And I thought, man, no way. Mm-hmm. And he misses. Then he catches it, spits it back to their mouth. They spit it back to his mouth, and he eats it.
I wanna paint the picture because it's like, okay, bananas are going back and forth, but banana goo, banana spittle, it's catching the light. It's going everywhere. It's fluttering through aisles. It's gross.
I don't think anybody was like, I just don't think I get why it's so gross. What's their problem? You're telling me they took several bananas and for minutes spat them back and forth, catching and spitting and catching and spitting. And I was like, yeah, no, it was gross. I don't think you're getting how gross it was. I don't use this word very often. And maybe you just said it is why it's even in my head. Revolting.
I didn't.
Oh, I haven't used that organically and meant it. The pitch was like a champagne holiday party. Mm-hmm. And I go, what party? What lunacy is this? Hannibal Lecter would have been like, you're grossing me out. Mm-hmm. Just so you know, you're grossing me out. I was going to eat you later. This is weird. Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
They had a bottle of champagne on stage and they popped it and I thought they're going to spray it on us. They didn't.
If I'm being honest, given where we were, I thought they were going to do a lot of stuff with that champagne. I was like, this could go every which way.
Yeah. Just the...
Yeah. That's what I just don't know. If I'm putting together a show, if I want people when they try to even tell it, what they saw, what they saw here tonight, then I want them to go, I've seen...
You have to take a break, kind of...
Yeah. I got to put on a trauma blanket, like...
Meanwhile, during the entire thing, the girl behind us is... drunk girl screaming like she's at a Magic Mike show.
Yeah. The entire
just
time.
Like, it's bouncing between me and this other guy's ear, like bing, 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 bing. It's like screaming.
It was everything. Any call, she had a response. Anything, everything, any question, answer. Mm-hmm. Heck, at one point, I don't remember what the thing from the stage was, but she was like, I had a small family. Like, it's like whatever it was, she was getting involved.
A lot of audience participation. Oh, like way too much. You could tell they didn't have a script because they kept going, oh, are we going to do that? Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to that part. They'd start doing something and then the guy would change his mind and the lady was like, I thought we were doing this other thing. Yeah. It was bad. And I made this mistake of telling you how much the tickets were. You were just like, what?
I said, if they didn't pay us, we've already paid too much.
Throughout the night, I was getting like madder and madder and madder because the audience seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't, they didn't.
That was driving you up a wall. You were really getting into the production. I was on still the gross out element.
Well, because of the cost.
You were on like, what is this? You know what I
mean? You presented it to me to buy the ticket as something different. I don't understand what this is.
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love being I've been in a lot of shows. I've been in a lot of shows and at a lot of shows. Mm-hmm. Hundreds, if not probably thousands. It's never a good vibe when the audience is like, we're also a part of this completely and entirely. It's like, we're already at a bad spot. We're at a bad show. Mm-hmm. Like if that's the case. And this is, I don't like food stuff. I guess I'm like, well, 100% no, that's, I was like, yuck, don't do that.
Yeah.
And bananas turn to mush. I'm like, you picked a food that turns to mush. Mm-hmm. You're not spitting cheese cubes back and forth. I think that could keep its shape.
Yeah.
It may not even be as gross if we did that.
It probably wouldn't make me think, ew.
You know what? And if you want to have a skill, I know that there's somebody out on this planet, 2 people that could spit a uncooked egg back and forth without breaking it. Now I'm like, all right. It's not gross. It's gross, but it's not all the way gross. And if you want to be gross, you pop it at the end. It's a big finale. I don't want to have to write the show for you.
What if you did a fish, like a goldfish?
Yeah.
You got it back, and then the last person swallows it.
Yeah. You could do that.
Or spits it back in the bowl.
Yeah. You're in trouble, too, if a large part of the show format is they're running around the audience. You know what I mean? Most of the time when something can stand on its own 2 feet, it'll just take center stage. That's why they say take center stage. They don't go, hey, when you have time, go out and individually entertain. You don't see people at a Broadway show go, and now everybody's going into the crowd for you.
At one point they started, they were like, we're having an ugly sweater contest. Like 4 people wore ugly sweaters.
Yep.
Everybody else was dressed nice.
Yeah. Boy, how happy were you not to have drawn that attention?
Well, I when I saw that, I was like, what's that about? I really thought
if it would have been a good show, it would have been no problem.
Yeah. They came out, they were like, we're doing a ugly sweater competition. Like 4 people had their sweaters.
Yeah.
They were kind of like this person or this person. It's like this person. They didn't bring them up on stage.
No.
They didn't do it where we could even see the sweaters.
No.
It was like this person or this person. Okay, this person won. And then they had the audacity to go, did you guys like that?
Yeah.
I was like, no. During intermission, I noticed the screaming stopped completely.
Yeah.
I turn around. She's dead asleep.
Yeah. Full curled up fetal position in her chair out.
Yeah.
The remainder of the show. I was but when you think about it, Santacon, right? Got to be a Santacon casualty.
Oh, yeah.
Went too hard, too fast all day. Thought she was going to go to this show. Even she had seen enough. She was like, and she was in. She was all the way in.
She was really in.
This audience was in a way that I was like, that's when I came up with the theory that it was friends and family night. Because I objectively, if something is good but not for me, that's my takeaway. I go, it's great. It ain't for me. It just it didn't do it for me. But I can see the quality. I can see the hard work. I can see the right, all of it. This was
for nobody.
Do that. I said, I don't know who this is for. I don't know who this is for. I did see some faces that, that look that you do around a room where you're like.
Well, you went to the bathroom. Was there any chatter in the bathroom?
The bald guy that walked. He was in there with his friend. He was hot. He was still hot. I guess he had convinced him to come back. And he was just basically like, what is this? Like, what did you bring me to? And that guy said.
And then he asked the people putting it on. And they were like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
They had no idea what they were doing. They had no idea what they were doing.
I've been to tighter just concept improv shows where 100% they're like, we're making this as we go. But here's the concept. We're gonna do a holiday show. I've been to now. I've been to atrocious ones. I've been a part of a Thanksgiving show one time at UCB that was just horrendous. But at least we told you we're just kind of making this up.
Yeah. The thing is, I could see glimpses of talent from people. I'm like, who's directing this? No one.
Yeah.
That's a dumb question. That was a dumb question.
Yeah.
So the ballerina came out.
Yeah.
And instead of doing any ballerina moves, she just acted like she was really mad.
Screaming mad.
Just mad at the audience or the lighting guy. I'm not sure who she was mad at.
And she also started kind of through the night tradition of bringing people on stage from the audience.
Yeah.
A lot of a lot of those moments of bringing, I go, listen, it's like working with animals and kids. It's like, if you bring audience onto your stage, you better have such a control of what you know is about to happen next, or it's an absolute killer of your deal. And they just repeatedly pulled people on stage with little to no thought behind it. And guess what normal people do when they kind of go, hey, we can't help it.
We're not part of the show.
We don't know what to do. And honestly, I'm sure everybody who came up there probably thought, I don't want to be licked. I'd like to not get spit on with a banana a bit. You have other stuff on your mind. You're like, okay, let's keep it cool. Let's don't be gross.
One of the guys' performance styles was balancing on stuff. And this person, the whole time, was dressed as an elf.
Yep.
Was dressed as an elf. Yep. Picture this. Dressed as an elf. Couldn't really see face, all hair.
Yeah. And they did balance
They did balance well.
I feel like
could I see the strings? Could I see the shaking? Yeah.
Well, but he's
maybe dim the lights.
He's balanced.
Maybe dim the lights.
See, that's the thing. And when those shakes come, you should do some juddery stuff with the light so that I think, will they fall?
Dressed as an elf.
Yeah.
Couldn't see their face, hair in the face.
Yeah.
He seemed very out of place in a Christmas scenario. Yeah. He felt like he came from Halloween.
Yeah.
It was very Halloween haunted house moves.
Yeah, a lot of like broken doll, kind of energy.
And if you've seen the movie Malignant, it was like that when it's like this creepy like
yeah,
thing.
Like when the tumor's running the show. Yeah. 100%.
It was that character now as dressed as an elf doing handstands.
And there was a part of me when he's doing all the stuff with that look, and I go, I've seen this at a bus stop. I've seen this on the way to stuff. Just balancing real good, hair in the face.
Absolutely.
Kind of catting around. Again, you didn't do that performer any service because they're shaking. I go, build that up with lighting.
Right.
Will they, won't they? You know what I mean? Like make it a thing. But when you're it's like you do anything in broad daylight, you know what I mean? Like with no
soundscape, no lightscape, no nothing, just like.
It kind of seems like the strongest guy or most agile guy at your gym. You're like, oh yeah, it's impressive, but do I really want to watch it for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also, the other thing that character did, their move was just to kind of hump Santa from behind.
Yes, a lot of that.
I mean, I really didn't play.
But again,
didn't really go.
But no actual interplay. It's not that you did that. It's that you don't know why you did it.
The worst part of the entire show, standing ovation. Standing ovation?
From some.
Not from us.
Not from a lot of folks. Yeah. But anyone doing it. I remember when they stood up and started to do it, I said, that's not what those are for. That is not what those are for. Nah. Like I gave you my whole synopsis. I go, if something is good to great, that's what these are for. That's a sat down, like a standing ovation is something was so good that just the clap, just the like, oh my gosh, that was so good, isn't enough. You're compelled to stand because you want to show them like, oh my gosh, that was so impactful what you just did. So good that me just standing there excitedly clapping wasn't enough. It's like, don't scream encore to this. Thank God nobody did. Can you imagine? Encore, they're like, happily,
We'll go all night.
I go, no. I'm not doing a lock-in with this. Let me out.
I've been to an amateur burlesque show in New York City with a friend.
Yeah.
It was in
Brag much?
I'm cool. It was in a bar. Like they had a little room with a stage in the back of the bar.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What was this dumpster fire that I paid $70 a ticket for?
Right. I've been to free shows where 20 people who are on TV come up to make me laugh. Constantly, I've been to those. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that we're valuing this correctly. Now, the bummer of it is you cut a sizzle reel. It almost seems like this would be good. You know what I mean? You like cut it real quick and dirty, and it'd be like, yeah, don't.
There was one cool lighting moment. One time they changed the lighting. The ballerina came out. I don't know if she was supposed to be the same character, if that matters.
Yeah, I'm
not sure because the hosts kept changing their
deal.
Look, they were very 80s, no Christmas theme.
Right. And also, who are the hosts? Because then it kind of pivoted to Santa's the host. And I was like, well, he was captive in the opening bit. Like, what are we doing, guys?
Yeah. We weren't really sure. No. And I don't think they were really sure.
No. We're all finding it in the room.
Remember how I said I thought it was the first show? It actually started 2 weeks ago. Whew. So they've been working on this for 2 weeks.
All right. Well, obviously I'll go back at the final show and see how we've done.
See what changed?
Yeah.
But there was one good lighting, situation on stage where the ballerina came out and she did this dance with a balloon. And then she got in the balloon and it looked like a snow globe. Yeah. Like with the lighting, you could see her silhouette inside, and it was really cool. And she popped it from the inside.
Yes. But given what this show had been, what were your thoughts when she went in that balloon? I was like,
Well, my thought when it popped was, I'm surprised they thought about that.
Yeah.
It really, I was like, I can't believe she had that.
Had a pin to pop it. Because I thought, we're going to watch this poor woman die. Like if I was in that show and I'm in it and I'm seeing how everything's going and they go, and then you're going to get in a big balloon and your only hope is that it pops. I go, I think we cut the balloon bit. I'm not putting my life on the line for this. Actually, so many of them so high off the ground, I go, this does not feel like a place that is going to make sure you don't fall.
No, sitting in the theater, I thought this could crumble on top of me at any moment.
It's like a 100-year-old theater, you know.
Yeah, and it was crumbling. It was missing.
And you look up and you go, oh, this is...
Yeah,
I mean, it's if it's not 100% asbestos, it's 90. When you start with the antics of the head licking and the banana stuff, you've lost 80% of my bandwidth because I'm on high alert that something like that's going to happen to me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, no, it's like when you're waiting at like public transit and somebody comes up with too much weird energy. You go, well, that's the whole thing. I can't even talk to my friends now. It's just, I'm just gotta be like, okay, and what's good? Okay, what's happening on there? Oh no, he's fine. I think he's good. Is he normal? I'm sorry. What were you saying? You said your grandmother. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Then I'm like, oh, he's coming. He's coming over.
I can't tell if this guy's normal, but he's got those wheel shoes. So he's cruising at a beat that I don't. Okay.
Coming too fast.
Yeah. Hold on. Everybody get your backpacks on. Just get your stuff. Just get your stuff just in case. I'm so sorry about your grandma. Normal. Okay. Sorry. Just was acting weird, wasn't it? Just acting weird. That's a wheel
caught
sneakers.
my attention.
50 years old on wheel shoes. You know, I'm like, let's check it out. Let's just make sure everything's okay. Mm-hmm. Heather, do you have any final thoughts, feelings, jokes, anything about?
Yeah, I just to the audience, have a happy holiday.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I hope you have a happy and safe one.
Yeah, have fun.
Absolutely.
Be present.
Be present. Be with your people and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
We didn't hit record. We didn't hit record.